Let's get your day started. This is ABC Action News, taking action for you.
The prep's over. The first day of school is here. Now at 6:30, the Resource opening today in Manatee County to help keep students and teachers safe. Plus, protecting kids walking to school. The plan to add lighting to some of Tampa's darkest streets. And today, Congress could move forward with protections to the Postal Service after some national outcry, what they're considering and how shoppers are taking the future of the post office into their own hands. Good morning, everybody. Glad you're with us. I'm James Tully.
And I'm Vanessa Ariza. Dee O'Reilly has the morning off. We're going to check in with Sarah Finney for a look on the roads in just a moment, but we want to start off with meteorologist Greg Dee. He is tracking those skies for you this Monday morning. And Greg, if people are planning to head out the door, what do they need to take with them?
You know, I think an umbrella may not be a bad idea, especially along the coast. That's west of I-75 before noon today. Temperatures near 80 to the mid-70s inland, but the radar tells the story of an onshore flow that's bringing little showers, now even some lightning and thunder being detected near portions of southern Hillsborough County over towards Waimama, and some lightning just offshore there from MacDill Air Force Base. Manatee and Highlands counties back to school today. Bring the umbrellas as there will be showers around. I've got your hour-by-hour dog walking forecast coming up just minutes away. Sarah, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Greg. Hey, everybody. Hope you had a nice weekend. Don't forget your Bolts Blue today. They play at 3 p.m. All right, let's take a look at from Action Air 1 as we hover above the Howard Franklin. Traffic moving nicely northbound, especially now that we have 3 lanes instead of 2 past the split with Kennedy, a recent improvement from FDOT. No problems on the Cordy Campbell or the Gandy either. Really, the only issue that's popping up right now is in Brandon. That's on Brandon Boulevard at Lakewood Drive. So something to keep in mind. You could find some slowdowns through this stretch. Your What's Good question coming up in less than 10.
Sarah Finney, thank you. First up here across the U.S., the rate of new COVID-19 infections is slowly dropping as the country passes 170,000 lives lost, according to Johns Hopkins University. Here in Florida, 107 deaths are reported yesterday, with 204 added on Saturday. The Department of Health showing more than 9,400 residents have died so far. More than 3,700 new confirmed cases were added yesterday. Health officials report there was a decrease in testing on Saturday. Even so, more than 6,300 cases reported that day, bringing the total now to more than 573,000. The next phase of reopening begins in Florida today, with Manatee and Highlands County students returning to school. For months, officials worked to prepare, including some recent safety changes. Our Larissa Scott is in Manatee County live this morning with how leaders will track COVID-19 cases in schools starting today. Very big morning there, Larissa.
It sure is, James, and school officials and teachers worked around the clock to get ready for the start of school today here at Manatee Elementary School and every other school in the district here, trying to stay ahead of any potential COVID-19 cases. And ahead of the first day, Manatee County invested at least 4 coronavirus cases at these schools last week: Bayshore High, Buffalo Creek Middle, Manatee Technical College, and Palmetto High. The district says contact tracing was immediately initiated, and in 3 of those cases, there were direct exposures. To stay on top of any potential additional COVID-19 cases starting today, the school district initiated the District Operations Center, which will be staffed with district and health employees to help with COVID-19 reports. Last week, school leaders held an emergency meeting to discuss face masks. Officials voted to change parts of the original mask mandate to more closely align the policy with CDC guidelines. And part of those changes includes allowing students to have mask breaks with teacher permission if they're social distancing and outdoors. Leaders also decided that no face covering is required during PE classes or recess as long as students are physically distancing. Now, coming up in our next half hour on our exclusive streaming news channel, the new changes students will notice as soon as they get on campus and what officials are asking them to do before they even head to school this morning. For now, I'm live in Manatee County. Larissa Scott, ABC Action News.
Larissa, thank you. And just as schools start back up, the American Academy of Pediatrics says in the last 4 weeks, there has been a 90% increase of COVID-19 cases in children. The pediatricians group found that between July 9th and August 6th, there were nearly 180,000 new cases reported in children across the country. The CDC says the number of kids being hospitalized for the virus is also increasing. This comes as Florida is reporting a 3rd case of the inflammatory illness linked to COVID-19 here in the Bay Area. It's known as MIS-C. A 5-year-old child in Polk County now has the rare and sometimes deadly illness. An 8-year-old as well as 17-year-old, both here in Hillsborough County, are also among the 33 Florida children to be diagnosed.
We're also learning the FDA has given some emergency approval to a new kind of saliva-based COVID-19 screening test. So far, it appears to be fairly accurate, cheap, and fast, which is very important. Right now, NBA players, they're using it in the bubble in Orlando. The Saliva Direct test was developed by Yale University, and they're aimed at making it $10 per test. Compare that to kits that can cost $150. Developers say it bypasses the expensive and labor-intensive method of processing and produces results in only about 3 hours. The hope is this could make testing more accessible. The test should be available to the public in just a few weeks. A reminder, you can get a swab test for COVID-19 along with an antibody test at state-run drive-through testing sites. That includes Raymond James Stadium in Tampa and University Town Center in Sarasota. Find all the details about appointments and hours on our website in our special coronavirus section.
New for you this morning, community leaders are taking the next steps to bring new streetlights to Tampa's University area. ABC Action News reporter Lauren Rosella is driving Tampa Bay forward with the 2 places that you'll soon see these safety upgrades.
Lighting is a major issue in Tampa's University area, and that's a big problem because many families don't have access to cars. That means many kids have no choice but to walk to the nearby Mort Elementary School on dark streets. The University Area Community Development Corporation conducting a massive safety review of the neighborhood. They've identified at least these 3 places where trees are blocking streetlights. This is what it looks like at night in 2 key crossings just outside Harvest Hope Park. You can see in one place the light doesn't turn on, and in the other it's blocked by branches. Now the UACDC is pushing Hillsborough County leaders to add lighting to all raised crosswalks, also to all mid-block crossings surrounding the park. They have presented these findings to Hillsborough County leaders who validated that there are safety concerns. Now they just need a timeline for a fix. And coming up ahead at 7 on our exclusive streaming news channel, the places that you'll find new raised crosswalks in Tampa's University area. In Tampa, I'm Lauren Rosella, ABC Action News.
Lauren, thank you. Since March, dozens of inmates have died from COVID-19 in Florida's prisons. This morning, a state senator is holding a news conference on ways to keep the virus from spreading among prisoners as well as guards. Senator Randolph Bracy says that many inmates don't have access to antibacterial soap. They also have to share things like phones, sinks, and TVs. Inmates don't know if they'll be tested for COVID-19 when and if they fall sick. That news conference starts at 10 o'clock this morning in Orlando. Of course, we'll bring you any updates on our free ABC Action News app.
New this morning for many families trying to get an end of the summer vacation in. It could mean missing kids. It could mean they missed some school. Right now, several states like New York are requiring residents to quarantine for 14 days after they get back from traveling, and that could mean, for some, missing out on in-person classes. Officials are urging all parents to keep this in mind as you make plans for Labor Day, and that's coming up in just a few weeks. Helping you stay updated on today's big headlines, today House Democrats are set to talk about when they're going to be called back to D.C. to talk about the growing concerns about the Postal Service. Right now, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is expecting a vote this Saturday on the Delivering for America Act. That proposal would keep the Postal Service from making any operation changes that it didn't have in place at the start of the year. This comes as reactions growing to the Postmaster General calling for major cuts in hours and equipment. It could lead to some big delays in mail, and millions of Americans, of course, are preparing to vote by mail this year for the upcoming election. Merchandise sales for USPS way up as people are increasingly worried about their local post office closing. So things like T-shirts, backpacks, and hoodies were selling out over the weekend. There's also been an uptick in people buying stamps.
Driving Tampa Bay forward this morning, it is a big day for the future of transit in Pinellas County. Leaders will break ground on the Sunrunner bus project this morning. The 10.3-mile line will run the beach down to downtown St. Pete. It will operate every 15 minutes during the day. And what makes Sunrunner different is it has semi-dedicated lanes with limited stops. Buses are expected to begin running in 2022. Now, the Sunrunner, it is just one of a number of projects underway to improve transit here in the Bay Bay Area. And we want to hear from you of any improvements that you think should happen or what's going on in your neighborhood. Give us a call, email us, whatever's the easiest for you. That information on your screen.
New this morning, Facebook's now giving you the option to merge their Messenger inbox with Instagram Direct. This allows you to send messages across both platforms. You might see an update screen giving you the choice to update messages, Messenger. On Instagram, the new feature includes more emoji reactions and swipe to reply. Oh, good. Just what I need, Greg. More options to send emojis out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, James. That's exactly what we need. More emojis in our lives. Live look outside this morning. That is over towards St. Pete. Lots of clouds out there. Some showers, even some lightning and thunder in the area. I'll show you where that is coming up. My camera's pointed at I-4 coming into 275, 80 degrees right now, downtown Tampa. Walking the dog this morning. Look at these two cuties. Yes, that's what we should all be doing this morning. Napping away. Daisy and Duke sent in by Ginger. Temperatures near 80 for the morning, and there will be lots of showers around, so check the Storm Shield app before you head out. Sarah, what's going on in your department?
Hey, good morning, Greg. What's good, Tampa Bay, this morning? He and I would love it if you would send us some photos from the weekend. We typically ask you to do this every Monday morning. We really love to see what you're up to. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Already receiving quite a few, including this one from Rachel. She says she took a day trip to Mount Dora. It's a lovely town, and she's enjoying exploring her new home state. Can't wait to see what you were up to. Back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Protesters are demanding justice after deputies shot and killed a Sarasota grandmother during a mental health episode. In 4 minutes, the changes at the sheriff's office the family now wants to see. And we've told you how some prices at the grocery store are spiking. Coming up, though, we're revealing 4 things you can actually save on right now because of the pandemic.
We want to hear from you. Like ABC Action News on Facebook. RV memories begin at General RV, your premier RV dealer since 1962. With exclusive savings and the largest selection of inventory, our RV experts will help you camp with confidence. RVing is more affordable than ever. Trailers start at $99 per month, and motorhomes start at $299. See why more than 1 million families trust General RV. Visit your premier RV dealer, General RV, in Dover, off I-4.
Homes built before 1975 may have cast iron plumbing, and those homeowners may be entitled to compensation. I will fight for them to make sure they can repair the damage to their homes. Before calling the insurance company, call me, your insurance attorney.
Who's keeping the essential services safe? Healthcare workers, cashiers, drivers. The surfaces they use and touch need disinfecting. Paul Davis is proud to help keep those surfaces disinfected to fight coronavirus. We salute all frontline workers. Official property restoration company of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
If you've been involved in an auto accident or any kind of injury case, it's important that you have someone on your side. We're a client-focused firm. We really focus on clients and making them first. At Bernetti PA, our team, we're like a family. We all work closely together, and we feel like that helps us be even more passionate and encourage each other to help the clients. It's a free consultation, and it only costs you if we recover. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready.
I've landed 26-ton jets on aircraft carriers, flown combat missions across the globe, and patrolled war zones under enemy fire. I'm Scott Franklin. I'm running for Congress for the same reason I returned to active duty after 9/11. America is in danger.
Scott Franklin will fight radical socialists, reckless spending, and lawless liberals.
I'll help President Trump build the wall and reopen our economy.
Christian, conservative, Scott Franklin.
I'm Scott Franklin, and I approve this ad.
Hey, are you living with tired floors? Wake them up fast and save a ton of money with the 50 Floor 60% off sale. 60% off carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, or laminate. It's easy, too. We bring hundreds of samples to you. See them in your home with your furniture and lighting. You're gonna love your new floors. But hurry, 60% off ends at the end of the month. Plus, save an extra $100 with promo code FLOORTIME. Pay no interest and paid in full in 12 months.
Call 877-50-FLOOR. Pick up the phone, we'll be knocking at your door.
Broken springs are the most common repair that we do. At Precision Garage Door, we know how important your time is. That's why we get in, we get the job done, and leave you with a quality repair. I'm not an actor, I'm a garage door technician.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
ABC Action News is sponsored by AutoNation. Shop now at AutoNation.com.
You are taking a look at new video of the aftermath of an apartment fire in Clearwater. This happened late last night around 7 at the Lexington Club Apartments on Missouri Avenue. Crews say they were able to pull a woman and her dog out from the apartment. Firefighters say that woman was burned. She was taken to the hospital, but she is expected to be okay. Crews were able to keep that fire contained to just one unit. They're now investigating the cause. We are now hearing from a Sarasota family after deputies shot and killed a 63-year-old grandmother. Deputies say she came at them with a knife during a mental health episode 2 weeks ago. They say Adrienne Stevenson had several self-inflicted wounds and was bleeding. Deputies say a taser didn't stop her, so they were forced to shoot. Over the weekend, protesters marched in Sarasota holding signs that read, "Justice for Adrienne," and "Stop killing people with disabilities." Her family says she had mental health issues and police should never have responded in the manner that they did.
I want to make it clear I'm not mad at the police. I just believe that they need more resources, more training.
There has to be a better way.
There has to be a better way.
That shooting is now under investigation. The Sarasota County Sheriff admitted more needs to be done when it comes to responding to mental health emergencies.
Tonight, you're invited to give suggestions on what should be done about the possible graves found at a former black cemetery in Clearwater. The NAACP Clearwater branch is talking about the next steps after archaeologists found gravelight features in June. They're located on the Frank Crum Staffing Campus on Cleveland Street. A cemetery existed on that land until the 1950s. Tonight's public Zoom meeting starts at 7 o'clock.
Well, even as cruises are on hold here in the U.S., in the Mediterranean, they're testing the waters. The first major cruise ship left port in Italy yesterday for a 7-day trip. Is going to make its first stop in Naples today. Now, we're told that people will not be allowed off the ship unless they are taking part in a cruise line organized excursion. Well, when the pandemic first hit, public health officials were concerned about the virus spreading through homeless shelters and encampments. Now we are learning the numbers are much lower than expected. Many shelters did see outbreaks, but it was much lower than feared. For example, in San Francisco, California, there's only one recorded COVID-19 death for an estimated 8,000 homeless population. Some health experts speculate it's due to living outside.
We're hearing from the Pinellas County Sheriff for the first time since he tested positive for COVID-19. Sheriff Bob Galtieri says he's grateful for all the messages of support and that he is doing very well.
So far, so good. The symptoms are very mild, nothing serious, no fever, and no real respiratory issues.
The sheriff tested positive on Friday. He hasn't said how he contracted it, but he does say he plans to stay home for at least 10 days in a row to limit exposure. The sheriff urges everyone to follow the CDC's guidelines on social distancing and, of course, wear a mask.
Starting today, you won't be able to enter the Hillsborough County Courthouse with a fever. The chief judge just ordered health screenings for everyone who heads into the building. Visitors will also have to answer questions about possible COVID-19 contacts and symptoms. Anyone whose temperature is above 100.4 will not be allowed inside. This could lead to the return of jury trials. Well, remember way back when those so-called murder hornets we warned you about this spring? Now, new this morning, there's new progress in getting rid of the massive bugs. The Washington State Department of Agriculture is setting traps for these bad boys. So far, they've caught 3 Asian giant hornets. Researchers now working to catch a live hornet to track it back to its nest. Asian giant hornets feed on honeybees, killing tens of thousands at a time. They kill up to 50 people in Japan each year. James, I read in an article that they decapitate, I think the queen it is.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, just to make them even better, right?
Great.
The more you know.
More you know.
All right, well, it may seem that everything is more expensive this year, especially things like your grocery bill. That racks up.
Especially the grocery bill. But new this morning, it turns out the pandemic is sending some prices lower. A new report from RatherBeShopping.com lists some things cheaper this year. Many car companies are offering some big cashback bonuses on new cars. Mortgage rates have hit a nearly all-time low at around 3% interest. Some people might even get lower rates than that. And travel is cheaper than ever. Many New York City hotel rooms are now just $100 a night. Finally, it might be time to restock your closet. Some clothing now 60% off. All right, Greg, you want to weigh in on murder hornets, or do you want to talk about saving money?
Let's talk about saving money. I don't want to think about murder hornets. And I'll be saving you some money next couple of days in terms of the sprinkler bill. Less rain out there, or less watering needed because of more rain. And I think extra clouds are going to reduce your AC use by just a little bit this week. And we're certainly seeing lots of clouds this morning. Sarasota County, best chance of rain later this morning into the midday. Already seeing some showers out there now. Over toward Pinellas County, yeah, morning showers through about the midday. Then the evening actually looks drier over towards St. Pete and Clearwater. Two things to watch in the tropics this week. One tropical wave close to the islands. That one could develop into something. It's going to track across the Caribbean, the Yucatan, and likely into Mexico. That's going to be the best track on that. The second one behind it off the African coast, I'm more interested in that, as some of the models do bring it into the Gulf next week. So now is the time to follow me at Twitter, @GregDWeather. Follow me on Facebook, because there will be updates every day on the progress of both of those systems. Lots of little showers along the coast this morning on Titan Doppler radar. They've been very light up towards Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus County. Heavier down towards Sarasota, Pinellas, and back over towards Hillsborough. These two, one towards Waimama, right over Ruskin now, and the one between St. Pete and the Air Force Base, have been producing lightning over the bay, so please be careful. That tells me, although these showers are small, the clouds associated with them are super tall. And it's along and west of 75 that we could see some of the heavier downpours by later on today. The rain mainly onshore, that's early this morning near the coast, then shifts inland and away from the beaches for the evening hours. Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast, same pattern, just more moisture as we watch one of those waves move by the weekend. Sarah, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Greg. Hello, everybody. Maybe you're waking up early in the University area, headed southbound on 275 anytime soon. Great news for you. Action Air 1 scoping out the area right now, not finding any problems. In fact, traffic is pretty light as you work your way toward I-4. My drive time's not even in the red, per usual. 9 minutes right now from Beers to I-4. You could find some wet roadways on 75 in southern Hillsborough, northern Manatee, so watch out for that. Brandon Boulevard at Lakewood Drive, an accident reported here. FHP is responding. Back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, we have a really good idea now of the order COVID-19 symptoms will likely appear. Coming up next at 7 o'clock, the first sign you might be infected. That's only on our streaming news channel, free for you to watch on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
Have you been bitten by a dog? I'm attorney Keith Liguori. Call me at 844-KEITH-SELL.
3 rooms of carpet completely installed, only $8.99, and only at Bob's.
Hi, we're the Duncan Duo with RE/MAX. Get an instant cash offer for your home.
Visit DuncanDuo.com to learn what your home is worth. And remember, your home sold in 29 days isn't just our slogan, it's our guarantee.
Visit DuncanDuo.com.
Broken springs are the most common repair. Here at Precision, we take pride in being responsive. We can fix any make and model. I'm not an actor. It's likely that I'll be in your garage fixing your door.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
The Rooms to Go Kids Back to School sale is on. Time to refresh your kids' room with beds big on style and function, starting at $244. Get super sale prices on our huge selection of bunks and lofts with built-in study centers. Buy a room, get a bonus desk for just $99. Shop beds and bedrooms in a ton of go-to styles. Awesome choices at great sale prices. It's as easy as RTG. Now at the Rooms to Go Kids Back to School sale.
Rooms to Go. Joe Biden says,
if you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
That means middle-class families, small businesses, and seniors pay higher taxes. It's the biggest tax increase in history.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
That means 11 million illegal immigrants competing for American jobs, eligible for free health care, Social Security, and Medicare. America can't afford Joe Biden.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
I'm Willie Gary, and if you've been injured or harmed, you may be entitled to full compensation and justice. For over 40 years, through our hard work and dedication, we've won landmark cases. Hiring a lawyer is an important decision. Do the research, then you be the judge. Our team has been fighting and winning for clients all over the United States of America. So call us today and let us fight your battle.
Breaking news the moment it happens. Follow ABC Action News on Twitter.
Is osteoarthritis knee pain keeping you from living your best life? If so, our research study of an injectable investigational medication could be a good option for you. Call us today if you're age 40 or older and have knee pain from osteoarthritis. There is no charge to participate in our study, and insurance is not needed. Compensation may be available. To learn about joining our osteoarthritis knee pain study, call 813-870-1292. That's 813-870-1292.
I'm here for you. Live in the current at the Florida Aquarium.
When you or a loved one have been injured, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Back with your morning sprint as we get you caught up on today's top stories. The Florida Department of Health confirming just under 3,800 new COVID-19 cases in the latest update. The lowest number in nearly 2 weeks, but it does reflect testing was down this weekend. That is combined with the 6,300 new cases on Saturday, and Florida's tally now stands at just over 573,000 cases. It's the first day of school today for students in Manatee County. School officials say they've spent months preparing to make sure everyone is as safe as possible. Face masks have to be worn on school campuses and on the bus. Officials say they may randomly screen students for COVID-19 symptoms. Check our website and our special back-to-school section for a county-by-county look at the precautions that districts are taking. And this afternoon, the Tampa Bay Lightning will look to take a commanding 3-1 lead over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Game 4 of their first-round playoff series begins at 3. The Bolts did really well in Saturday's Game 3, winning 3-2. Captain Steven Stamkos, though, remains out with a lower body injury. Vanessa.
Stopping speeding drivers coming up at 7 only on our streaming exclusive news channel. The plan to create safer streets for hundreds of people in Tampa's University area. Good Morning Tampa Bay at 7 is up next on our free 24/7 streaming news channel. Be sure to add ABC Action News to your favorite streaming device for more local news, weather, and traffic, or you can catch us on abcactionnews.com. We'll see you in just a couple minutes.
You're the first person that has ever brought that to my attention. This was not something that I knew was going on.
When I first heard about this, like, what do we need to do? And we need to do it now.
I feel a calling to want to speak for those that can't speak. That's why I'm doing this right now.
The ABC Action News I-Team, always taking action for you.
3 rooms of carpet completely installed, only $8.99, and only at Bob's.
Things are tough right now, and many don't know where to turn for help. That's why we at ABC Action News created the Rebound Tampa Bay. Everything you need to get through these difficult times in one convenient place.
The Rebound Tampa Bay is brought to you by Grow Financial Federal Credit Union.
Here's the video Anna Paulina Luna tried to hide.
But also, first and foremost, there's DACA recipients here that absolutely we need to have a solution for them, because these people were allowed by both Republicans and Democrats to stay.
Anna Paulina Luna backed Barack Obama's immigration policy over Donald Trump's. That's amnesty, Anna. And Amanda Mackey opposes it. Mackey will uphold the law and stand with President Trump.
I'm Amanda Mackey, and I approve this message.
Over the years, Ultimate, I've had the privilege of hosting many different people at our home. Politicians of both parties, sitting presidents, future presidents. And the conversation I've always had with them is this: what are we doing for the helpless, the hopeless, the powerless? During this pandemic, some of those doing the hardest work have been treated the very worst. My mission in life and law is simple: for the people, not the powerful. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide, starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
As personal injury lawyers, our job is to protect the client's interest against the insurance company. We immediately jump in there and start doing the investigation, start protecting the evidence, work together with the client as a team to protect them.
first thing I do when I arrive on a job is I'm going to listen to the customer, and then I'm going to listen to the door. At Precision, we take our time with each customer to earn a 5-star review. We promise a quality repair and the best warranty in the business.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Advent Health Medical Monday.